ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Hare Krishna. So like every day, today we are also reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 65, Lord Balaram visits Vrindavan, and verse from 4 to 10. So I am going to read all the verses up to 9. 10 we will recite together. गोपावृधां च विधिवद्याविष्टैरवि अभिवन्दितः यथो वायो यथा साख्यं यथा सम्बन्धमात्मनः समुपेत्याह गोपालान् हास्यहस्तग्रहादिभिः विश्रन्तं सुखमासीनं प्रपच्छु पर्युपागतः पृष्ठश्चानामयं स्वेषु प्रेम गदगदया गिरा कृष्णे कमलपत्राक्षे संन्यस्ताखिल राधसः दिष्ट्या कंसो हतो पापो दिष्ट्या मुखं सुहृज्जना निहत्य निरित्य रिपुना दिष्ट्या दुर्गं समाश्रितः गोप्यो हस्यन्त्य प्रपच्छु राम सन्दर्शनादृतः कश्चित् अस्ते सुखं कृष्णः पुरा श्रीजनवल्लभः. Now 10. कच्चित् स्मरति वा बन्धून् पितरं मातरं च सह अपि यसो मातरं द्रष्टुं सकृद् अपि आगमिष्यति अपि वा स्मरति स्माकम् अनुसेवां महाभुजा कच्चित् स्मरति वा बन्धून् पितरं मातरं च सह अपि यसो मातरं द्रष्टुं सकृदपि आगमिष्यति अपि वा स्मरति स्माकम् अनुसेवा महाभुजः कच्चित् स्मरति वा बन्धून् पितरं मातरं च सह अपि यसो मातरं द्रष्टुं सकृद् अपि आगमिष्यति अपि वा स्मरति स्माकम् अनुसेवा महाभुजः. कश्चित् स्मरति वा बन्धून् कश्चित् स्मरति मा बन्धून् पितरं मातरं च सह अपि यसो मातरं द्रष्टुं सकृदपि आगमिष्यति अपि वा स्मरते स्माकम् अनुसेवा महाभुजः कश्चित् स्मरति वा बन्धुन् पितरं मातरं च सः अपि यसो मातरं द्रष्टुं सकृदपि आगमिष्यति अपि वा स्मरते अस्माकं माताजी माताजी what word meaning translation and purport by disciples of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki Kaschit, whether, Smarati, remember, Va, or Bandhun, his family members, Pitaram, his father, Mataram, his mother, Cha, and Saha, he, Api, also, Asau, himself, Mataram, his mother, Drashtum, to see, Sakrit, once, Api, even, Agamishyati, will come, Api, indeed, Va, or Smarate, he remembers, Asmakam, our, Anusevam, steady service, Maha, mighty, Bhujaha, whose arms. Does he remember his family members, especially his father and mother? Do you think he will ever come back even once to see his mother? And does mighty arm Krishna remember the service we always did for him? Purport. Srila Vishnudas Chakravarti comments that the gopis would render service to Lord Krishna by stringing flower garlands, skillfully using perfumes, and constructing fans, beds, and canopies out of the flower petals. By this simple act of love, the gopis rendered the greatest service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Om Agyantimrandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Kadamayyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padikamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamsha Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nitinamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaurtushe Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Tena Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyaksha Kripa Sindhu Vyevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advait Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna. So before starting, I would like to seek blessings from senior Vaishnavas, Prabhupada disciples, and all of you senior Vaishnava devotees, so that I can speak something from Srimad Bhagavatam, especially 10th canto. So we are reading from past some days that about Lord Balaram, he is visiting to Vrindavan. So sometimes devotee thinks that I'm doing bhakti, I'm doing chanting, I'm reading, I'm doing some service also under the guidance of my guide, my instructor. So they think sometime whether Krishna remembers me or not. And this happens many times, just like atheist people, they also ask that you are doing so much bhajan, you are trying to devote yourself so much, your time, your energy, even your money also in constructing temples and giving some service into temple. What you are getting in return? So here we can see that the exalted devotee, the topmost exalted devotees, the Vrindavan devotees, they are also constantly remembering Krishna. And Krishna, he is not coming. That doesn't mean that Krishna is not remembering them. So therefore, we see that Krishna sending again and again devotees to see the know-how of the Vrindavan devotees. So Krishna sends Vidura also. Go and see. Krishna sends Balaramji also, Lord Balarama, that go and see, console them. Balarama is Guru. So it is not that when we are doing bhajan, when we are doing sadhana, then Krishna don't remember us. Krishna is not having any thinking about us. Krishna also sends many devotees. Just like in the material world also, so many living entities, they are suffering. And suffering very badly. Mama Maya Duratyaya. So it is not that Krishna is just leaving all the conditioned soul to get suffer in this material world. No. Krishna always having thinking. Just like Prabhupada says, Krishna is having always anxiety. How this conditioned soul will come back. More than the anxiety we are having for our devotional service, more than the anxiety we are having to remember Krishna by chanting, by reading, by rendering service, Krishna is having more anxiety than us. Therefore, Krishna is sending again and again so many devotees. So many devotees. Krishna established Guru Parampara. And back, Krishna sends the devotees. Ramanujacharya, Madhvacharya, Nimbarka Swami. Krishna appears himself as a devotee, as a Guru, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Krishna sends Prabhupada, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, and all our present Acharya. So Krishna is always having anxiety for the devotee who is thinking about Krishna, who are rendering some services to Krishna. And therefore Krishna is sending the devotees, the Acharya, to give the mercy to the devotees who are trying to render devotional service unto the lotus feet of Krishna. Then here Lord Balarama is having some dealings when he came to Vrindavan. So in the verse 4 to 6, the translation mentions, Lord Balarama then paid proper respect to the elder cowherd man, and the younger ones all greeted him respectfully. He met them all with smiles, handshakes, and so on, dealing personally with each one according to the age, degree of friendship, and family relationship. Then, after resting, the Lord accepted a comfortable seat, and they all gathered around him with voices faltering out of love for him. Those cowards who had dedicated everything to lotus-eyed Krishna asked about the health of their dear ones in Dwarka, and Balram in turn asked about the coward welfare. So here Lord Balaram is coming to Vrindavan, and after coming, Lord Balaram is dealing with all the devotees. So here it is mentioned that Lord Balarama is not just coming and meeting with the people, just like nowadays people meet. Nowadays people are having only the intention that the person is coming to me and meeting to me what he has brought to me. What benefit I am getting from this person, this person is coming to and meeting me. They are thinking like this. And also the person who is going to meet someone, he is also having some of the purpose in his mind. I'll go and meet and I'll do this and that things. But more than giving and taking some of the things, some of the articles, more than that, the relation matters. Nowadays, people meet and people think what I can get benefit from this person or that person. But people have forgotten how to deal with the people, how to meet the people. Here Lord Balram is meeting the people according to the age, degree of friendship and family relationship. Not like he is meeting everyone in a similar way. Just like it is mentioned, when we meet elders, we should seek blessings. We should feel sheltered. When we meet equal, we should behave like friendship, embrace them, ask for the know-how. And when we meet our younger people, those who are smaller than us, then we should ask for the know-how. We should care for them. These are the dealings that everyone should have. And especially, these things are missing in this world. We are coming in the devotee relationship. Therefore, we are getting little taste about it. Because we have been taught by our Acharya, by Srila Prabhupada. Especially, whole Chaitanya Charitamrita is mentioned about the Vaishnava dealings, Vaishnava etiquettes. That how we should behave within the devotee circle. So here Lord Balaram is also teaching us with his own example, with his pastime, that how we should have our devotee circle. It's very nice that we have came for the purpose to get Krishna Prema, to do chanting, reading, hearing, our very nice sadhana, everything. But with that also we should have a good relationship among us. We should have good dealing among us. Not only in the devotee relationship, even we can see in the material world, if we have good dealing, good relationships, we can develop more. Rather thinking that how I can get this thing from this person, rather thinking this and working on that particular agenda, that particular thinking, if we will try to make a good relationship, we will get the more. Just like we can see now, the present time, our India position of our country, that earlier India was not so popular among the so many countries. Now, some of our politicians, they are trying to build a good relationship with the different countrymen. And now we are getting the good popularity of our country in different countries. And also we are getting good responses. So it is not that only if we have relationship in the devotee, we will get the benefit. Even at the material level also we get benefit. But at least in the devotee relationship, we should have such respect for each other according to age, according to friendship, according to our relationship. We should have that dealings with everyone. And it is not that we have just assembled for doing some purpose and then we'll go away. No, because we have come here to do the devotional service. That also means that someone who is with me, who is doing devotional service with me, he has come to render the devotional service unto the lotus feet of Krishna. That means we have came for the same purpose. And if we have came for the same purpose, that means we should unite in the good and healthy relationship and render the devotional service. Just like when Prachetas went to perform the devotional service, getting the blessings of Lord Shiva, and when they perform the devotional service, then when Lord appeared, you know what Lord said? What the very first thing Lord said, I am pleased with you just because of this. Yeah. Lord said that I am pleased with all of you because you all are doing devotional service together in a cooperative manner. This is more important. It's very nice that, I am doing my chanting, I am doing my reading, I am performing my devotional service, I am very focused about my seva. But it is also important that we should take together other devotees also. So that we should also have enthusiasm for the service by seeing other devotee. And some devotee will also get enthusiasm by seeing the devotees that they are performing the devotional service very nicely. So for that, the relationship is very important. Wherever we see the healthy relationship in the family grows automatically. And whenever we see the family are having their own personal agenda that I want this and I want this and I want this. 5 people in the family having 5 different agenda. 5 people grows. No family grows. So we are in the family, Iskcon family. We should also have that purpose that Iskcon should grow. जय श्री श्री राधा रास बिहारी भगवान की, श्री श्री सीताराम कृष्ण हनुमान की, श्री श्री गौर निताय की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की. So we should also have that understanding. Yes, I have came for this purpose. I have came for the preaching. No, my service is preaching. My service is kirtan. My service is this. We should also have our particular service in the mind. But that also we should have in the mind that whatever service we are rendering, that should cooperate each other and it should lead to the success of Iskcon. That we should focus on. And together if we will do like this, everyone will be happy seeing Iskcon performing services together. Those who are devotee, those who are not devotee also. Then again, what Lord Balaram is doing. Then coward men, they gathered to around Lord Balaram and then they started asking know-how. They are asking Lord Balaram about Krishna, about himself. And then also Lord Balaram is also asking about them. So here the coward says, O Rama, are all our relative doing well? It is not that the person who has came, we are only asking about him. How are you? How is your health? How is your sadhana? How is your everything? No, we should also ask from the place he is coming. What is the situation behind, the place he is living? That is also important. So, are all our relatives doing well? And Rama, do all of you with your wife and children still remember us? Nowadays, people don't remember their relatives and friends. They only remember only for some particular purpose. Because we are missing the Sanatan culture in the whole world, we need to celebrate days. Mother Day. 364 day, we don't know we have mother or not. One day we celebrate Mother Day. One day we celebrate Father Day. Then we are celebrating now, the whole world is celebrating big days, celebration of 8 days, Valentine Day. Before marriage, Valentine Day. After marriage, Valentine Day. Valentine. Balan means chapati roller. Because why this is happening? Because we are missing the Sanatan culture. This all the days we need to celebrate, this proves that we are missing the healthy relationship. We need friendship day to celebrate. Why? He is not friend for the whole year. Kamapurta Mama, the friend in need is a friend indeed. Even the school, in a school, the teacher is telling the students to write the essay, 300 words essay on the topic, the friend in need is a friend indeed. In our Marathi, they say, Kamapurta Mama. No. Why we are celebrating these days, that days, only because of this. Then one day we celebrate Doctor's Day, one day we celebrate Engineer's Day. We should learn from Srimad Bhagavatam. We should learn from the pastime of Lord Krishna, Lord Balarama. We should learn from the Acharya. We should learn from Chaitanya Charitamrita, from Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Nityanand Prabhu, and all their associates, Sango, Pangasa, Parshadaha. We should learn how to deal. How to have a good relationship that we will never need, even we will never remember what day is coming and what day is going. In Iskcon, we never remember Mother Day is coming or not, Father Day is coming or not, Friendship Day is coming or not. Only for the preaching purpose, we get some topics so that we can speak and people would get attracted. That is only the purpose we remember. Otherwise, we don't remember because we have such a good relationship. Why should we remember? We don't need to remember these all the days. Engineer's Day, Doctor's Day. No, whenever we have some problem, we go to doctor and we thank with Mahaprasad. The other people, the outside people, they go to the doctor with some fees only. And that is also they are bargaining in the fees. We go to the doctor and first, before our treatment, we give him Mahaprasad. And after he concedes the fees himself. Prabhuji, you are a very nice person. Please give this much lesser. So these things are important in every relation. Earlier people used to live in one family, people used to live 50 people, 40 people, 30 people, more or less. Nowadays, not even husband and wife are living together. Because everyone is having their own list. I want this person in my life to satisfy this, my desires. And when we see that out of 10, 2 desires are not fulfilled, then I should reject this person. No, he is satisfied your 8 desires. We don't see that. So when we come into the Iskcon, we should leave this tendency outside Iskcon. We should not take inside. And therefore, we should learn from Srimad Bhagavatam. Therefore, reading Srila Prabhupada's book every day is very important. That should become our must engagement. Reading scriptures, where we will learn how Lord behaves, how the devotees of the Lord behaves. They are not only asking about Lord Rama and Lord Krishna, they are also asking about the well-being of whole Dwarka. Their wife, their children, everything. Then we go further. And it is not that now they are asking because they don't know. In the next verse, we will see that they know also these things. They are telling, it is our great fortune that sinful Kamsa has been killed and our dear relatives freed. They know the Kamsa has been killed. Krishna went, Krishna and Balaram, they went, they killed Kamsa and all the demonic associates of Kamsa. Krishna killed, Balaram killed. And it is also our good fortune that the relatives have killed and defeated their enemies and found complete security in a great fortress. Because there was so much distress because of Kamsa, atrocities of Kamsa and his associates. So Krishna and Balaram, they released all the problems given by Kamsa. So they know also. And now Shukdev Goswami says, honored to have the personal audience of Lord Balarama, the young gopis smile and ask him, Is Krishna the darling of the city woman living happily? And the purport is also there. According to the Acharya, Lord Krishna's beloved girlfriends were smiling with divine madness, since they were feeling extreme unhappiness in separation from their beloved Krishna. Lord Brahma deeply respected their great love for Krishna, Sri Krishna, his younger brother, and thus the term Rama Sandarshanadritaha carries the meaning that Balarama honored the gopis as well as the given meaning that they honored him. And today the verse is, does he remembers his family members, especially his father and mother? Do you think he will ever come back even once to see his mother? And does mighty arm Krishna remember the service we always did for him? So now Lord Balrama is asking for the know-how. Then Nand Maharaj asked, Yashoda Maiya asked, all the coward men asked, the Gopas asked, everyone asked about the know-how of Krishna. And also Lord Balrama is asking. And they are feeling very nice. Because after long time, out of two Lord who went to Mathura, one Lord is coming back. So they are feeling very happy that one Lord is coming. And they are sharing their heart. And here, the gopis also, the topmost devotees of Krishna, they are also uh, asking the know-how. But see how they are asking the know-how. Not like the modern people, how they ask. Just like if we meet modern people, immediately they ask, does this person remember me? So this first question immediately they ask, because that shows that the people are afflicted their own personal desire. If we are asking, whenever we meet the person, if we are asking immediately the thing related with our desire, that shows that how much we are afflicted with our own desire. Than having the thinking to serve that particular relation. Here, gopis, they are asking, is Krishna the darling of the city, living happily? Because Krishna is living now in Mathura, in city. So, the gopis, they are relating with the city, relation with Krishna. And then, they are coming from there, they are coming and they are asking that, does he remember his family? Mother, father. And then they ask, do you think ever he will come back to see his mother, to see his father? And then finally, after that, they are asking that, does Krishna remember whatever little service we are doing? So this is the way to express our desires. When we meet someone, we are enforced by our desires so much that whenever we speak, the first word comes completely coated with our desire. The first word, no. There must be the proper etiquette to put our words. And that all the etiquettes will come if we will follow the footstep of Acharya, Lord Balaram, Gopis, Vrindavan devotees. Then we will be able to understand how we should put our desire, how we should put our request. And here in purport, it is mentioning in the purport of text 9 that Lord Balarama also respected the gopis. After meeting the gopis, Lord Balarama respecting them. And why he is respecting? He is respecting because of the gopis' love for Krishna. Gopis' service for Krishna. And accordingly, he is honoring also. And in the purport of text 10, it is mentioning that Srila Vishnudas Chakravarti mentions that the gopis would render service to Lord Krishna by stringing flower garlands skillfully, using perfumes and constructing fan, beds and canopies out of flower petals. By this simple act of love, the gopis render the greatest service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, gopis, even Krishna is not available in Vrindavan, apparently. Still they are doing services. And they are trying to attract Krishna by their service. And here it is mentioned that the gopis would render service to Lord Krishna by the simple act of love. So it is not that when we serve Krishna, so if we do something big, that is only the love we are doing for Krishna. No, even the simple, smallest service we are doing, that is also recognized by Krishna. That is also recognized by Guru. Smallest service. Even if we, just like in morning when we are chanting, sometime some new people comes and some devotee, they gives one mala. Please chant Hare Krishna one round. Please sit here. That is also the greatest service. If someone is coming to temple, we are giving some little prasad. Even if we are not giving them, offering them mala to chant, even we are not offering them prasad to honor, even if we are requesting them, please have darshan of my sweet Lord Shri Shri Radha Rasa Bihari. That is also greatest service. Even requesting them, please offer obeisances. So the small service also includes everything. Even if we are not in temple, we are outside temple, we are going somewhere for preaching or for some other purpose. We are going out and we are meeting some person and we are requesting, I am from Radha Rasbehari temple, please visit our temple. We have a very nice, beautiful, white marble temple. Please visit our temple. See my sweet Lord Radha Rasbehari. Take prasad. That is also great service. Plus preaching. So when we will have the mood of serving Krishna in all the small act of service, then that will become little more easy to remember Krishna always. So we should always have this mood, how we can serve, rather than what I am getting. And when we will serve, we should not think, Krishna will recognize or not. Here, it clearly mentions that, Krishna is recognizing everything. If Krishna is not recognizing, if Krishna is not remembering, why Krishna is sending Vidura? Why Krishna is sending Lord Balarama? He is remembering. That's why he is sending. From the part of Vrindavan devotees, they are doing their service, their devotional service. But because they are doing the services, Krishna is also remembering them. So we should always think how even the small act of service we can do. We should have a small mantra card. That also we can give and invite the people. Please visit our temple. When we meet someone for some purpose, for some service, we should have little prasad also with us. We should give them. And it is not that, we should have only Mahaprasad all the time. That's very nice if we get by the mercy of Radha Rasbehari. But even a small flower you give to the people, they become very happy that this flower is from Radha Rasbehari. Please accept it. And they become very happy. So we should have our focus on our devotional service, the practice of devotional service, but also we should have our understanding on the relationship inside the temple, among the devotees, and relationship outside the temple with the people. If we will not connect people properly in the healthy relationship, why they will come to temple? Why they will come to temple? Just like we see this, so many advertisers are coming. If we see the advertisers properly, then we will understand how they are trying to connect each person of the society, and trying to request everyone, please purchase my product. But how they are doing? Only by glorifying their product? No. They are also trying to let them know that how we are caring for you and how you are important for us. Or similarly, we should also have this understanding that whenever we are going out for the preaching purpose or some other purpose, we should try to connect everyone with Supreme Lord Radha Rasa Bihari. And it is not like the other product, the products are coming in the market, which is not having any connection with the people, but still they are trying to connect. But Lord Radha Raspberry is having connection with everyone. Bijam mam sarva bhutanam, pitamasya jagato. Radha Raspberry is having eternal connection with everyone. Not only the human beings, not only the Hindu or Muslim, Christian, but every living being. And the connection is eternal. Then we should try to connect. And therefore we should try to invite everyone. Sometime when I invite the person, they say, I am Muslim, I can't come. I am Christian, I can't come. So it is not, oh, sorry, I am sorry. No, why sorry? I don't say sorry. I am telling them, I also go mosque, I also go church. So I don't have any problem to go to mosque and church. Why? What problem you are having to come to the temple? And we don't have any billboard outside our gate. Only Hindus are allowed, non-Hindus are not allowed. Only rich are allowed, poor are not allowed. One of the Hindi class, I was hearing of Prabhupada, one of the reporters is asking, why in your temple only rich people are coming? Prabhupada asked him, bahar board lagaye kya? Is there any board outside written only rich are allowed? So he is telling, no. I see in your temple only rich people are coming. And Prabhupada said, you are the lawyer of the poor, why don't you go and call them? So Radha Raspberry is the sweet divine Lord of everyone, Father of everyone, Mata, Dhata, Pita, Maha. He is everyone's master. He is dear to everyone. When I was preparing this shloka, so I got a little understanding. I don't know this is good or bad. You all devotee can correct later. I thought that, just like this 8-day celebration, Valentine Day, how the whole world people, especially the youth people, they are crazy about it. If they will become crazy about Krishna consciousness, how beautiful this will become, the whole world. If we will dovetail just their desire of sense gratification into Krishna consciousness, the whole world will become so beautiful. And that is our service, to engage everyone. Even if they want to celebrate Valentine Day, tell them, come and thank Krishna. Come and meet Krishna. So therefore, we should try to connect everyone. We should have good and healthy relationship with everyone. He may be devotee, he may be non-devotee. He may be any XYZ. And by this, we should be able to connect everyone with Shri Shri Radha Ras Bihari. And definitely, if we'll be able to render service like this and try our best to serve whatever little capacity we can do, I think at least very little Srila Prabhupada will be pleased. And if Srila Prabhupada will be pleased, then Radha Raspberry will be automatically pleased. Yasya prasadat bhagavad prasadu. So therefore, we are learning here the dealings from Lord Balaram, the way of discussion from coward and gopis, how they are putting their desire, how they are requesting Lord Balaram, how they are asking for the know-how. So these all the things we are learning from here. So we should try to learn this. And if you find any mistakes and correction, please guide me. Hare Krishna. Roji, any correction, please?
Clear my throat a second there. How Lord Balaram worried about, not worried, but tried to make the connection with people. It's like Jayapataka Swami says in the Bhakti Vriksha groups, that people want to know how much we care before they care how much we know. And it's even a little more difficult in the West because, we have strict principles we do for deity worship and for initiation. But at the same time, bringing people, like Prabhupada said in the beginning, he didn't introduce regulative principles with people. The first thing, like if someone comes to the temple the first time, the best thing is to establish a relationship with them and make them feel like they want to come back again, rather than finding something wrong and insulting them and they go away and don't come back. The goal should be to make them feel like they have a friend and they can come back again. So we have to remember that, especially in the West, that even though is this how it is, that we're very strict on others, but we're lenient on ourselves? Or should we be strict on ourselves and lenient with others? Which one? We're supposed to be strict on ourselves and not looking for problems in people. We want to make them feel like they have a friend and how we can help them out. And when we do that, a temple flourishes. Sometimes in the West it's difficult for people because the people come, they don't know anything about Vedic culture. When men and women come together, they don't sit one side. And Prabhupada said he analyzed the situation, and men and women do things together there. So he did that in the West. In the West, the women will do the deity service, and women give classes and do things. And it has to be that way in the West because you have to know according to time, the place, and the circumstances. So we have to hold these ideas in tension, that we're strict with ourselves and know all the devotional things. But when we meet with people, the first thing is to establish that relationship and see if we can help them. And you did such a good job of explaining that and showing how Lord Balaram does that. Sorry, I dozed off for a second. I woke up very early this morning, like 12:30.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. How we can serve and please the devotees to grow in devotional services properly?
Yeah. So, when we want to serve someone, first of all, we should try to learn with the devotees. We should come in the association of devotees. We should learn properly. Sometimes what happens, we want to serve, but we don't know to serve. So we should associate the devotees, spend some good time with them, and know how to do the service properly. Because everyone is having different mood, and if we will serve according to our nature, might the other person will get disturbed. Here, therefore, it is mentioned clearly, it is mentioned in this translation, he met them all with smiles, handshakes, and so on. But dealing personally with each one according to age, degree of friendship, and family relationship. So, if you want to please someone, if you want to serve someone, we should also try to associate the devotee, and we should learn how we can serve, how we can behave. Then it will be very nice. And then when we will learn, then under the guidance of some devotee, if we will serve, I think there will be less chance of doing mistakes. That we should try. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, thank you for the nice class. The question is that Dadati Prati Granati, that is Updeshambri's verse, especially to build a relationship between devotees, there's reciprocation, giving and taking and sharing some thoughts. And so the point is that when we are preaching, so what happens? Asat Sangatyagate Vaishnava Acharan that Mahaprabhu says. And because they are not non-devotees, we can treat them as because they are attached to women or they are asatsang. So how to differentiate and how to have a distance at the same time we have to have build relationship. So how to decide and where to stop and where not to stop.
I would request Prabhuji if he can give some answer.
Just like I thought you did an excellent job of saying you find out what the people need, and what, like the doctor, you say, I'm sick. If they just give you pills, they have to find out. So the idea is that if we're bringing someone to Krishna consciousness who's not there already, rather than thinking, hey, you're a non-devotee, or hey, you don't know anything, you try to understand something about them. And if they're suffering difficulties, oh, you're just contaminated. You try to understand what they're going through. And then if you can help them, that's even a higher service than going and sitting with the advanced devotees trying to get blessings. If you want to get blessings, you go help some people who really need it. And so first, before you offer a solution, you have to find out what their problem is. And if they're telling you what their problem is and what's going on with them, you have a chance to help them. And then if you help them, you get the credit for getting them engaged in devotional service. So we can't be thinking about how bad they are, but what way we can interject Krishna consciousness in the need. Your doctor doesn't say, oh, you're really sick, you're in trouble. He says, well, I have some medicine for you. You tell people, you come and meet with us and we'll see if we can help you. So if we're thinking how we can help others, then we're not contaminated by them. Because we also, oh, this person looks so miserable being intoxicated, maybe I should do it too. No, that wouldn't be the conclusion, would it? If you see how they're acting with it, then we don't want that for ourselves. But first we have to see how we can be a friend to them first, because they want to know how much you care before they care how much you know. So if you let them know you care and you can help them interject Krishna consciousness into their life, then that will be the best thing, rather than thinking, oh, this person's not a pure devotee, maybe they will contaminate me. Because Prabhupada was in the West all alone, and he went there to help people. And especially we were all, even when we became devotees, we were all just young people. And so he thought about how he can be helpful to others. So like the book distributor, he goes out, he deals with all kinds of contaminated. Some devotees go into a bar. There's not very much good association in a bar, is there? Would you go to a bar looking for good association? But if you can give someone a book there, think how much benefit you're giving to someone. We don't want to be like the old style Hindu culture that if a Muslim threw water in them, we reject them forever. You know, we see here people may be smoking a cigarette and they say, Hare Krishna, go, oh, don't you know that cigarette takes 10 minutes off your life? Well, it's true, but that isn't going to be the helpful thing to say. Hey, you've been to our temple yet? Or you try to think how you can be helpful. Radhanath Swami was giving a class, and he said, we think, how do we deal with people? Says the first premise is, how can I be helpful? So we have to start thinking, how can I be helpful for this person? Not how I can reject them. You know, unless they're chasing you with a knife or something, then you have to prove that you can run faster than them. But other than that, you think, how can I be helpful? Because if someone's in a very bad state and you're helpful to them, then you think just because someone may come from a nice Hindu family and they have a beautiful wife and they have money and they pray to different gods and they get what they need. You think, wow, this person's a pious Hindu. He says, yes, I am already knowing. Someone else says, you know, I'm really suffering from my drinking and you see that they're in bad shape. That person may be a better candidate because he's in distress. The other person doesn't have distress and they're not in search of knowledge of the absolute truth. So we find someone who's a little bit degraded, but they're in distress. Prabhupada even says in some lectures that being sinful is not a disqualification. The person may get themselves in so much trouble that they need a way out. And this person will be a better candidate than the pious Hindu who's satisfied and doesn't really want anymore. Of course, we have a message for them also. But if we're thinking how we can be helpful, then any person who comes along can be a benefit. Of course, we don't engage with them if they're antagonistic. If they're going to argue, we leave them for someone else. But if we're thinking, how can I be helpful? The whole premise opens up a whole new world for the kinds of people that we normally wouldn't want to associate with.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. We should also understand these things, what Prabhuji said very nicely, that, you know, when we are going and preaching, and if we have merciful nature, you know, we should take mercy from Prabhupada and we should give mercy to others. We should take mercy from Radha Raspyari, give mercy to others. If we have merciful understanding, then it is less chances to get contaminated. But if you will think that, you know, I will distribute the books or I will preach this person, then there may be the chance, because then we are also, you know, coming with our own mental understanding. So this is a very nice thing, Prabhuji.
It's like you said, I'll teach you a lesson, right? I'll teach you a lesson right now. Right? That attitude won't get you far, will it?
Yeah.
That other thing is you ask questions, like Vaisheshika says. Are you from Mumbai or are you visiting? Have you heard of stress? Right? You ask people questions to find out something about them. But you don't say, I'll teach you a lesson, right?
Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Yantra Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Hare Krishna.